The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Blue Hens will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. The Buffaloes offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Dropping back, it's Salter. Finds his tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Miller. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes. A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell, he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Blue Hens offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you can tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he's going to bring this one out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked? Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. On the run, it's Hayden. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hayden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Silver. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Patterson. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Rush is on him. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Blue Hens. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by just 4 to San Jose State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got it in the middle. It's Miller.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. And when you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw. It's Salter. Sets up the screen. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally.
That's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
One thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. He cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And the Blue Hens have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down with... And he will take it in. Touchdown, Delaware.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
These are some of the biggest mistakes.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Catch in the middle, it falls. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Salter. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They just keep firing. He lets it fly. Makes the grab on the right. Lots of room to... Touchdown, Colorado! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point splits the upright. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Blue Hens lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, past the marker. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Delaware.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Blue Hens line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make it wear out and physically feel it. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
It'll be third and long.
Look what I'm looking at. I'm looking at noodles and eggs. I don't know what the fuck they about to make on this, but we're going to boil it with
Lansing at the
noodles.
line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30.
I think they're about to add the noodles there.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Blue Hens. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Smoke pepper refill.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. You might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Your eggs over noodles. That's the noodles. I cook it almost every day. It's just enough. Mostly. And they add in the noodles. So far, it looked like everything ain't going on.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Yes.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Regardless of the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Paul, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. When you go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Watch this shit probably
Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
They'll move the wide receiver.
They'll
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'm saying, I'm trying to see
And
if
after
the
your
finished
defense just went
product.
out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Looking for a man. It's Salter. Got his man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to it. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he'll be brought down.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's LeBoy. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. They knocked him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayden. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Salter. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Finds his man, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Welch. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Silver. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Then this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Creates a little space. Running free. The 20. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 10 over San Jose State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense will have a chance to get the go-ahead score here in the 4th. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Patterson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Puts it out of the air. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that 3rd down. They're
turning it on.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Makes the catch. It's Silver. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I think the defense is doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his man in the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll try the left side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's what you told your running back. Hey, we're running the football up the middle. Put 2 hands on the football. Make sure you don't lose it. Square it up. Let's try to let this clock tick down as much as possible. And you're in an opportunity where you can kick the walk-off game-winning field goal.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Delaware. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Under fire. Running to Green. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.